So what if you could double or even quadruple your clicks on Facebook? Today's guest is going to tell you how you can do that by adding this one simple thing to your Facebook post. Sound too good to be true? Well, I'd like to welcome Dan Stocky from Buzz Frenzy and have him tell you all about this cool tool that he created to help with creating your Facebook ads and making it super simple. So welcome, Dan.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, can you tell everyone what Buzz Frenzy is and why you created it?
I most certainly can. Buzz Frenzy it's a Facebook advertising automation tool. It allows you to create a post on Facebook like you normally would, and then Buzz Frenzy takes the post and turns it into an ad automatically without you having to do a thing.
And I love how on your website you say, boom, it's an ad. Create a post, boom, it's an ad.
I spent a lot of time coming up with that one because everyone wants to know how it works. And I'm like, no, you don't care how it works. You don't care how it works. You do not want me to get into how it works.
You just want results.
You want results. Everyone wants the thing to work, and that's what it does. All you have to do is write a post, and then our software does all of the heavy lifting on the other side, and you never have to look at it. It just works.
So what do you need to include in your ad to make that become a post?
You need to include a hashtag.
Okay.
We call it a buzz tag. And what that does is, and it can be anything you want. So it can be hashtag Shelly, and away it goes.
Okay.
And all that does is it tells our software that that's the post that you want to have turned into an ad.
Excellent. It's super easy. We use it for our business and our clients, and we see great results. And on your website, it also says that you get 3 to 5 times better results than doing it yourself. How is that possible?
Magic.
It has to be.
It's because it's software talking to software. We're code that is talking to Facebook's code.
Okay.
And so we work on a much faster scale than that. Of course, Facebook's has algorithms, and they're using it's an auction really to when you're putting an advertisement on Facebook, you're bidding for that spot wherever you are. And because of Buzz Frenzy being able to talk to Facebook in a really fast way, we usually win those auctions, and we get them for a better price than you can if you do it manually. Also, because we're buying in bulk, we're not just buying for you, we're buying for a whole slew of companies.
Okay.
We just get preferential treatment. And so we're spending your money far more efficiently than you ever could.
Very cool. So how much do people need to spend in order to see results?
Our lowest level is $50.
Okay.
And that's $50 a month. That's all in. So it's all the media spend. It's everything. You don't get charged more by Facebook. That's it.
So what if if you have 5 posts or if you have 15 posts for the month, it just divvies it up?
Yep. We have algorithms on our side that look at how you're using the system, and then we sort of meter out your budget depending on that. So when you first sign up, it's a little weird because our system is like, I don't know who you are.
Sure.
How's this going to work? And so kind of the first few posts are weird, and then it starts to mellow out after.
Okay. So you need a good week or so to kind of get the rhythm, or do you need a full month to really kind of have?
It'll be a full month. The longer you use it, the better our system gets. So but it starts figuring out pretty quickly.
Okay. I
talk about the system like it's just some person over here. So it's kind of fun.
Well, can you walk us through a few success stories that you've seen?
Sure. Hold on. Before we get to the success stories, I also want to point out, and this is very, very important because some people use it specifically for this, which is Facebook throttles your feed, which means that it only shows your post to a certain percentage of the people who are actually following your page.
Yes.
And that percentage is 3%.
Yes.
So if you've got 1,000 followers and you post something, only 30 of them are actually going to see your post or will be available to see your post.
Right.
Once you spend $1 with Facebook, boom, it opens it up to that your entire follower base. So that's really, really important. So for $50 a month, at the very least, if I don't get anybody else, all of your followers will at least be seeing what you're posting.
Excellent.
And so when we get to success stories, I'm not going to mention names because that seems mean.
Yeah, just kind of overarching.
But we have a tourist attraction up here in Duluth, Minnesota that uses it, and they've got gobs of followers. I mean, I'm envious of their followers. And they use Buzz Frenzy, not necessarily to get impressions locally, but what they're using it for is to use that money to open up their feed. So they're spending $50 a month just so that all of their followers will actually see what they're posting.
You have to pay to play.
You got to pay to play. Yeah. When people say, well, that seems really unfair. Well, Facebook is doing that because Facebook wants you to spend money.
Right.
So if you've got a huge following base, using Buzz Frenzy is sort of a no-brainer because it'll open up that feed. And that's one success story because this particular tourist attraction keeps just adding to their followers because it's, well, one, they're really, really good at what they do, but they know that everyone who needs to see it is seeing their posts. That's really
right.
Great.
I mean, and that's what businesses want. They want to get more reach. They want to get more leads, more followers, so that can in turn, get them more business and help them close more sales in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, that's what Facebook is. And that's what Buzz Frenzy helps you do is have the conversations with people, on social. That's what they want in this world, is just to see what's going on. And Facebook allows you to have that conversation with people in real time. Another success story is we have a print shop here that he was struggling because, the online world, especially with printers, you're competing with the printer on your desk.
Right.
And then printers all over the country. If you want to get a business card printed, you can pretty much do that anywhere. He was struggling, and then also we had a street reconstruction project. So his main drag, the street in front of his store, was closed for a year. Just traffic dried to nothing. He was freaking out. So he signed up for the $50 a month, and quite frankly, he was a little skeptical that anyone would care.
Sure.
And I'm like, just try it. It's $50 a month. You spend more on shoes than
right.
than that. So he gave it a try, and actually once the street was finished, went in to see how he was doing. He gave me a hug because he was anticipating his sales to drop by 50%, and they actually gained by, I don't think it was 50%, but they had a record year.
Wow.
And I'm like, what do you attribute that to? And he's like, are you kidding me? It's Buzz Frenzy. It's all Buzz Frenzy.
That's great.
Yeah, that took me aback a little bit, but I'll take it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's so nice when people are, you spend so much time on creating your social media. And like you said, if it's only getting seen by 3% of your following, it's just feels like such a wasted effort. So it's nice to have that, knowledge, knowing that it's actually going to get seen.
Yeah. And I had a conversation with this guy too. He was asking me what should he post in these things. And I'm like, just post what you do. Yeah. People are fascinated it's amazing how fascinated people are with other people's work.
Right.
So I'm like, you got this giant printer over there, show that thing running.
Right.
You're installing signage or whatever, just show that stuff. People are fascinated. And sure enough, it just blew up. So he's having a ball.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about Buzz Frenzy?
Well, it's yes, there is.
Mhm.
It is that simple. I think the biggest question I have, or the biggest pushback I get from people,
Mhm.
is they don't believe that it can possibly be that simple. And
Right.
I'm like, no, it's seriously, I built it that way. Um, I should say I'm a small business owner. I come from that background.
Mhm.
Um, my my wife she's a fitness instructor and has a fitness studio.
Mhm.
She's actually the reason Buzz Frenzy exists, is
Okay.
because, as a small business owner, you're doing everything, right?
Right.
She's checking customers in, she's doing classes, she's changing toilet paper, dealing with employees. Just what does a small business owner do?
Yeah.
Everything.
Everything. Right.
So she was going to go and, how do you market this thing? And I'm like, well, you should do it on Facebook because that's where everyone is. You should know
Mhm.
this. So I show her how the Facebook works, and you just see her deflate. She's like, oh, I got to do
So
that.
much to do. Yeah.
And I was like, nah, no, you don't have to. Let me figure this out. So built this system to automate it. And she's like, this is great. And, she's been having a ball ever since. Um, but but I built it to be so simple that my wife could use it.
Right.
She might. Where is she? Oh my goodness.
Right, right. I
Um,
mean, I can attest that it really is simple. I mean, it's saved us so much time. I mean, we manage a lot of clients' accounts, and being able to just add a hashtag instead of having to go through the whole ad process, and knowing that it's going to get so much more reach is super helpful. So, I mean, I would say we save like at least an hour's worth of time each month, if not more, per client that we're serving. So it's a
we
great
we
time saving. The value of it is huge.
we have a customer who has 23 accounts. So she has all these
Okay.
beads out there in this world, and it's one post, boom, it goes out to 23 different locations all at once, which before she had to do that individually for every one of those locations.
Right.
And she saves, I don't think she's put a number on it, but it
She
is
should.
a, yeah, she really should for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably, if it's not an hour a post, but she's probably saving, I don't know, 3 hours a day.
Wow. That's huge. It's huge. I
Yeah.
love it.
The time
Well, tell
saving is,
people how they can get signed up.
oh, it's very easy. Go to buzzfrenzy.com and hit sign up, and just follow the prompts until you're in. We're gonna, there's a little bit of hand holding, or connections that we need to make. There's permissions that you have to accept, that say, yes, I want Buzz Frenzy to handle this for me. Once we get through that, it's all said and done. Um, it really takes probably 10 minutes to sign up, and then you're saving all that time going forward.
Excellent. And we know business owners want to save time, they want to save money, they want to get leads, they want to grow their business. And what better way to do it than using a hashtag or a buzz tag?
A buzz tag.
A buzz
A
tag
buzz
to
tag's got a little bit of magic in it.
Yeah, you want that magic. So head to Buzz Frenzy. It'll have the link posted for you to just be able to click on that easily and get started.
Beautiful.
Well,
Is there
thanks for your
anything you
time,
need from
Dan.
me?
What's that?
Is there anything else you need from me? I'm here to help you. Let's remember
Oh,
that.
yeah, no, I don't think so. I think we're good.